This is the latest reconnaissance from the Siegfried line. Now that Montgomery's attempt at a shortcut has failed, we're going to have to get through Germany the hard way. This is the Moselle River near Metz, and this is Fort Schmerzen, which is proving to be one tough nut to crack. Thick concrete walls, artillery, machine gun emplacements, dragon's teeth. It's a briar patch of German defenses. Now, what you see in the recon is only the tip of the iceberg. These forts go incredibly deep, sometimes 4 or 5 levels down into the earth. They're completely self-sustaining. They have their own command and control centers, radio rooms, supply bays, dormitories, and kitchens. Jerry can stay down there for weeks, even months at a time. And of all these fortifications, Schmerzen is the biggest of the lot. While we've been able to knock out some of the smaller forts, Schmerzen has remained impenetrable. They keep pouring resources of men and equipment into it, even though it doesn't make much tactical sense now that we can effectively flank the position. Unless, that is, something sinister is going on down there that we don't know about. And that is what is scaring us. I'll be honest with you, son. You're not the first agent we've tried to send in there. But it's imperative that we find out what the Germans are up to, so that's why I've personally assigned you this mission. The Nazis are hiding something deep inside Fort Schmerzen, and my gut tells me it's something bad.
Welcome back to Medal of Honor with Mission 4, Assault on Fort Schmerzen, or however you pronounce that word. This is a mission that I believe I played through all but the first level of in that one April Fool's video with the perfect Russian accent and the intentionally terrible bass cam and microphone effect thingy. And it's a somewhat decent level. It's where the developers decided to stop doing the whole faux subterfuge thing. So no more, let me see your papers. Your papers are in order. Get to the chopper. Insert generic Arnold Schwarzenegger joke here, even though he's, I believe, Austrian and not German. And etc. Bunch of jerks sitting in trees, and more often than not, they seem to just kind of sit there and not care until you shoot them in the face and they die. Well, thanks for that again, voice. Yeah, I believe every single one of these little mini trench areas, miniature because we can't have an open level, oh no. That would cause the PlayStation 1 to overheat and explode. I think all of them have things like this. I believe that was a canteen. Kind of hard to tell, even with the preview window at full screen. Even while playing the game on a 27-inch TV, because the resolution is so terrible. Yeah, I think here I tried to use the badly animated Thompson a bit more often. And the shotgun, because the shotgun is awesome. You know, rather than using the Garand, or perhaps I'd use the more balanced selection of weaponry anyway. That is something I don't really remember specifically. Yeah, this mission's kind of You know, I just said it was kind of okay. I should specify, this level's kind of Oh, is that an inverted cross I see on the right? I don't know if I'll ever look at it, or if the camera will ever pan over to it, but I think I'll show a screenshot overlay at some point. In fact, I could do that right now. There we go. Yeah, I wonder what's up with that. Like, I know, of course I can't move the thing in the timeline, real time, whatever. Yeah, of course, I know it's not actually a satanic symbol, it's actually some saint guy saying, I don't want to be crucified the same way as Jesus because that would be, disrespectful or something. I don't even know what accent that's supposed to be. I legitimately have no clue what kind of accent that is supposed to be. But, still not quite sure why they would put an inverted cross in a graveyard like that. Whatever, minor detail that I only noticed now while recording the commentary on the bomber. You know, maybe I should do this format for the entirety of the rest of this series. Put the microphone a little closer, or at least try. Well, that's as good as it's gonna get, I think. Yeah, I think I should just try this kind of commentary style for the rest of these Medal of Honor videos. I'm having a much easier time here just going off on wild tangents all the time than I was when I was trying to, you know, stick to something more informative with the first two videos. If I had the time, I might possibly would decide to go back and redo those ones, but I don't. There we go. Alright, took a miniature break there to readjust the microphone stand so it can sit a little closer to me. Don't know why I didn't do this before. It was still set up in, you know, how I had it when I put it on the desk while playing, which was a stupid idea because these noises that I'm making right now got picked up very, very strongly when doing so. Anyway, no, I do not know why I do that inhale thing after saying something very quickly. It doesn't make any sense to me either. Let's just shoot him in the face and carry on then. Carry on, my wayward son. There won't be peace when you're done because you're gonna blow up a fucking rocket facility. It's gonna be awesome, but not really. Because it's an ass-tarded level, and it takes a while to figure out the one way that you can do it really easily. I appear to be causing some electrical interference in the microphone when I touch the thing. That's really weird. Seem to have completely lost my place and flow by moving the microphone a bit. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? I really hope I open up the pause menu pretty soon here. I think I still, you know, I think I still need to find that Stuka plane and blow it up. And whatever the other objectives are at this point. Not like the objectives really matter too much in the game, though. I mean, really, for the most part, all you really have to worry about is running around a road, running along a road, rather, and shooting people. You know, it's only rare circumstances like in this level. This guy just runs past my grenades. What a jerk. Yeah, it's only rare circumstances like this level where it's really possible to miss the objectives if you don't really pay a whole lot of attention. which I think is actually the case, or is actually what happened while I was playing this. Of course, it wasn't like the standalone gameplay video number 2 where I actually went through the level exits and failed there. There's just insert, it's a trap, mean here. And inability to aim because the controller is terrible. So the controller itself is in relatively decent condition, even though it's missing the rubber thingy for the left stick, but controllers are terrible for first-person shooters in every way possible, and I really don't understand why the consoles have become the primary audience for shooters. It's like, why would you want to play on objectively inferior control scheme? Of course, the hardware is objectively inferior as well as the gameplay and absolutely everything. Ha ha ha! PC Master Race, etc. Whatever. Got some more tunnels to annoyingly crawl through an inch of before you can stand up and walk through. And I think there was a door on the right. It's hard to see because it's dark, but there was a door directly to my right there that I missed. That would have taken me directly to the Stuka plane, you know, to allow me to blow it up. And I returned to it a bit later after getting the warning that I have not completed all the objectives. Yes, I really like this microphone placement a lot more. Sounds much better in the real-time playback headphone thing. Really like that feature on this microphone. ATR-2500, I believe. And here we got some really amazing frame rate that's causing my view model to disappear every once in a while. Great programming. Actually, it might not even be the programming, it might just be the hardware capabilities of the system being just that terrible. Even for its time. No, it has to be the game in the engine. Because I've seen Quake 2 played on the PlayStation 1. And that game looked almost as good as the PC version. And it ran really smoothly. It's not like Quake 2 had too much less detail than these maps show. Yeah, it has to be. Also, machine gun nest. What? I'm still not quite sure what hit me there. Because it looked like an explosion graphic and did a lot of damage. But I don't remember a grenade ever being there. Ran into that situation playing Battlefield 3 last night quite a few times at the end. It's always wonderful to have play a game that has a grenade indicator on the screen and then have it not show up when a grenade actually kills you. It's like, yeah, let's put this hand-holding feature in the game and then make it not really noticeable when it's actually going to cause harm to the player or something. Anyway, even though I am kind of, in a way, going the wrong way, you know, I missed the Stuka plane and whatnot. Still not a bad thing that I'm going this way, even though I'm getting shot up by this machine gun guy. It's mainly because, you know, in the process of doing this and finding that Fulbright model over there, I'm, you know, clearing out the way, so on the return trip to here from the Stuka plane, there is going to be considerably less in the way of enemies to deal with. It's really convenient that the 9 by I think 19mm MP40 rounds are somehow compatible with the I believe, if I remember right, 45 caliber Thompson submachine gun rounds. Otherwise, I'd be in serious trouble here. Hooray! Oversimplified ammunition systems. At least it's not as bad as Deus Ex Invisible Wars. If I ever find a game with universal ammo ever again, I will never play that game. Like, I don't care if I ever start a Let's Play of a game with universal ammo again, I will stop that Let's Play, and I will never play the game again, because that is such an incredibly stupid mechanic. I don't understand why anybody would have thought that was a good idea. Hey, let's make carrying multiple weapons completely worthless, because everything uses the same ammunition. There's something on the screen there, and I don't know what it is. I just now noticed that I was not in full screen preview mode. So yeah, this is another path you can use to get to the Stuka bomber. That door behind me, if I remember right, is accessible. I'm just shooting everybody up first. Grabbing a canteen, despite what I said in the previous level and video about not taking health supplies when the level of damage is less than the level of healing. Yeah, another way to get to the Stuka bomber that's surprisingly pretty close to the level exit. And I think after this I rediscovered that the tunnel path that I could have taken. Here's, of course, glitching around corners again because they can't program the movement engine to allow you to walk around objects reasonably. Of course, from what I hear, DreamWorks Interactive got their first real good game with this one, with the previous one as being like some Jurassic Park tie-in or something. Though at the same time, Underground suffered from the exact same issues this game suffers from. Of course, that was only released a year later because hey, it's EA. It's Electronic Arts. Let's go with a yearly release schedule for everything. Just a return trip now. Your captain speaking. We're going into some serious fast forward. Buckle your seatbelts and try not to fall out the windows. We are now returning to full normal speed. I hope you enjoyed your ride. But psych, it's not the end of the level yet. No, we have one more bunker to conquer before that. Kind of makes me wonder why they didn't, give me the warning about not meeting all the objectives a bit further ahead. Though I was too busy faking that captain, airship captain, or what the hell am I trying to say? Plane captain voice to pay attention to the possibility of there being a thing. Pit that without a ladder that you get into the area from. Yeah, I'll just look out this window and not care at all about anything. Your entrance to sub-level 1 done. All objectives met. Just time to grab some supplies up here. If I can get across this invisible line I can't walk across. And just to indiscriminately shoot guys that are running around with a haunted machine gun. Not sure why there are 3 machine guns in that pillbox. I mean, the level's a little too small for that. Fuck you, I did better than average. Alright. We are with the next part of the mission. Is this only a 2-level mission? I'm just looking at the project here, and I don't have any cuts around here. Or maybe this level of the mission is just really long. Strange. Anyway, this is definitely the one of the levels. Checking behind me because I'm hearing noises. Definitely one of the levels that I played in that April Fool's joke update video, not update. And it's prime territory for shotgun usage, unlike level 7, mission 7, that is. I still don't understand the thought process behind the weapon loadout for that final mission. A shotgun that isn't useful because you're not really in close quarters, or very close quarters that often. A Browning automatic rifle that isn't helpful because it's not accurate. You get a bazooka, which isn't helpful because it's not accurate, and grenades. Like they decided that was the way to make things feel difficult for the final level. Blowing everything up with grenades, of course. Needs to shoot when you've got 20 grenades to throw. Yeah, why not? Let's just blow up some random barrels. Alright, people are home. I'll have to be back in what will seem like merely a second to continue this post-op commentary of Medal of Honor. Alright. Coming off the pause menu to conveniently also start another voiceover recording session. Let's send that false SOS, eh? Unless I've already done that, I actually did. I must have already done it, yeah. I actually didn't look at the video at all before starting this. But I will say that now I can actually hear my voice in real time and the game audio, so I should be a little more in tune with what's going on. Such as blowing shit up. Unfortunately, it doesn't work very well when you're trying to throw it all the way up there. Thankfully, the grenades' explosive range isn't too terribly far. Let's just have a look at this little side room. Thankfully, it has a whole bunch of stuff in it, including field searching pack that I don't think I ever end up needing. This game just isn't really that hard. Huh. Yes, and my drink that I just set on the table that you no doubt heard, because I swear my $5 desktop microphone did a better job of picking up just my voice and not the desk than all, you know, the $10 microphone I bought and the $60 one I'm using now. Ridiculous. Yeah, the ice cubes in my drink have somehow already melted, and I'm kind of wondering what's up with that, because it's like, it isn't even that far out. Nice JPEG about 2 inches away from the edge of the thing. The wonders of extremely limited hardware. Why they would put exploding boxes everywhere, I don't know. These Nazis are just crazy. And again, they'd have to be Nazis anyway, so... whatever. Let's just throw another... I think I had the button held down to fire again anyway. Throw it again anyway, so I just kind of forced to waste it. Well, not really forced, because I think you can swap weapons to get away from the grenade when it's primed and somehow not throw it. I'm not entirely sure. Of course, here's a perfect opportunity to throw a grenade anyway. I have to say again, I definitely think the music is being played in mono. kind of sucks. Pretty much everything that Michael Giacchino has composed is going to end up sounding in mono on my channel. I doubt Underground somehow magically made the music stereo, and Call of Duty Finest Hour, which I started a long play of recently. Well, let's just say my Xbox original only has an RF adapter, and I don't really have the budget to get a better one. You know, something that would actually give me stereo sound. Why not? Let's just blow up everything. Okay, they remembered the collision mesh on this toilet at least. May seem like a waste of ammo, but really, you have to blow all these crates up, because, as you can see here, some of them actually have useful stuff inside of them. The only worry is that shooting at them might actually cause some damage to your accuracy stat, thus causing damage to your mission rating. That is definitely a dead end. I couldn't really see it while playing because the game was a lot darker while playing than it is here in the edited video. I think that's the option anybody should choose right there. Why aim for the guy when you can just blow up everything behind him? Getting a little bit lost here. The level is kind of, sort of, miniature labyrinth of extreme linearity and tiny corridors. But at the very least, there's almost always supplies there later. And wonderful aim as always, because I'm repeating myself again, but hey, horrible frame rate. Bad control system, there's no way that such things are going to be avoidable. Also, look at this. Look at this size of the hitbox of this table. And the occlusion box of this table as well, apparently. Compared to its actual model size. All those shots wasted. Honestly, I'm not even sure where that grenade throw came from. The one that I heard earlier that made me duck under the table. The old surgeon kit, just in case you need it. Oh, wait. Like, considering how terrible I'm playing, I doubt most players would ever, need that field surgeon kit unless they hit a streak of extremely bad luck. Funnily enough, speaking of Finest Hour a little bit earlier, it seems the AI here is smarter than it is in that game. When it comes to grenades, at the very least. I mean, in Finest Hour, I've thrown grenades at people's feet. They just stand there and don't seem to notice at all. Speaking of grenades, nice throw. I think he just kind of phased through the floor momentarily there. Some sort of rendering bug. Cleaned it out. bit lucky for me that they were looking the other way. You can probably imagine. Prime opportunity to get shot in the back. They didn't really take advantage of it. They're terrible. Explore back here. Never mind, there's nothing. So that blue door there, that's where we're going to need to go after we get the gas mask. It conveniently unlocks after that. I don't know why they couldn't just put a unique message. Get the gas mask first. Instead of, this fake. The lock is broken. Lock won't budge. What a crap. Amazing shooting. Only the highest of skills shown on this channel, clearly. A little bit more box, I suppose you could call it. I'll get back into this video soon enough. I'm gonna try to get back into the whole incorporate 20,000 unrelated topics that I did in the previous video, so I can actually, not have all this dead air. This is really why I didn't do the commentary live for this series. There's just not enough to say. Not sure why I'm just wasting all my grenades here. I'm pulling out something that has like hundreds of rounds of ammunition and firing that. Yep, totally forgot to put in the collision mesh at the top of the bed. It's truly professional work. And that's not even something that can be excused by the age of the game and age of the engine. That's just plain, we didn't take the time to do something. Like even the Doom engine had, impassable lines and, hit detection to something like that. What a wonderful situation this is. I can't shoot him unless I jump up, but he can shoot directly through the surface that somehow blocks my shots. One-sided something or other. Also, that gas mask kind of looked like a DSLR camera, interestingly enough. Alright, time to pick up the keys. This man so graciously pissed on. Look at that. Patterson doesn't even bother to clean him off. Not sure why I'm sticking around the office so long. Time to get out of here and go back to that blue door. Then find our way out of the fort. Yeah, of course, this dude just pops up out of absolutely nowhere behind me. Because I didn't look that way. This entire little part here is a total shit show. Also, boxes suddenly, they weren't here before, I'm pretty sure. I suppose if they can spawn in enemies to shoot you in the face and the back of the skull, they can spawn in boxes. Come on, in. To be perfectly honest, it's been a while since I played this at all. So, you know, I'm not really remembering it too well, but I think this entire trying to exit the level sequence ends up being kind of quite the shit show. It takes me entirely too long to decide that I shouldn't just be using this shotgun. Of course, then I just get shot through a wall, and then, you know, it's great. Fine and dandy. I think there was a medkit a little further back that I just failed to find. Would have made things a bit easier here, as you can imagine. But either way, level's done already, so it doesn't matter too much. Now on to the final portion of this mission. The action-packed and fairly difficult, actually, escape from the fort. So as the briefing in that said, it's turn a couple valves, which are a bit close. Fairly close to the end of the level, actually.
You are surrounded and there is no chance for escape.
It's, I'd say, in a way, it's kind of a psychological thing about it that they decided to do there. Because, you know, you get very far in the level, still haven't done a single objective, and you start wondering, did I miss something? Did I miss it? Am I gonna fail the mission now? And of course, this whole psychological thing just gets destroyed, and, in a kid show fashion. With, oh, there's the objective. Something like that. I don't know, I'm starting to think that maybe missions 5 through 7 I'll just leave completely uncommutated and make it, a long play, because this game just really isn't good at all for Let's Plays, to be honest. Doesn't provide anything particularly interesting to talk about, and someone like me, at least, it's kind of easy to run out of side topics to go on about. It's a bit like I said earlier, you finish the first 2 missions of the game, and that's really all the game has to offer in terms of gameplay. Everything after that is, you get some new skins for the enemies, new textures that you see. The levels look different, and you get a couple, not really even different objectives, really. It's just the same objective in a different area, and you might have to do it more than once. I'm repeating myself again, but I think this game is just like GoldenEye. It gets a free pass because it's something that people liked way back in the day in the 90s, or in this game's case, late 90s, very early 2000s. And, it's came before Halo, which regardless of your opinion of that series, it really was the first console game to have reasonably good controls. Of course, just let players customly bind their controls and you don't have to worry about, does this game have good controls or not? I mean, unless you're the sort that sees the developer's default controls and says, if the developers play it this way, I should do it the same, because reason. And you know, it just gets a free pass because it was one of these early console shooters that managed to not be completely terrible. Even though the input device is really terrible for anything resembling precision, and it's, the hardware just isn't enough, as you can clearly see by the frame rate being absurdly bad. Like, I had trouble playing Crysis when the frame rate dropped down to like 18 or so. And that was with a, keyboard and mouse setup. It's even worse here with the... Also, I'm really not sure how the hell I grabbed onto the ladder there. I jumped nowhere near it. And then this guy spawns right there. And then another guy spawns at the same level by the sounds of it. A very bad game design. Honestly. Really, that's what it is. It's just bad game design. Enemies should not spawn in already cleared areas behind the player. Oh no, it sounds like he's actually downstairs. Okay. So they only spawned one guy in behind me. How much farther have we got in this mission? This level. Yeah, it goes on for not too much longer. Let's carry on. Yeah, I'm gonna make it official at this point. Let's Play for this game is done. I'm just commentating this one so I can, be consistent. Finish the entire mission off with a commentary, and 5, 6, and 7, the final 3 missions, will be presented in long play format. Nice grenade there, buddy. Long play formats, kind of like the Max Payne long play was, the edited, not the direct to upload Serious Sam ones that nobody watched. Which is fine because they put absolutely no effort into it, so it's not annoying that people don't watch it. Just wanted to be known, lest this fall into Ratchet Gray style hands, that I am trying here. It's just, there's the first one. It's just, as I've said before, not a very Let's Play game, so Let's Playing it, or starting a Let's Play on it is a big mistake. I think this area is clear. Just throwing some grenades to make sure. This dude here that survives through the power of inability to aim. Thankfully, the other two aren't so lucky. And now both of the gases are released, and it's just a simple matter of the game running at like 6 frames per second and getting to the exit. I am now currently considering how this game would be played on an emulator. And I know from past experience it makes the music go all wacky and jittery. And I don't exactly have a good controller for it.
Along with tanks and artillery, a key ingredient of the 1939 Blitzkrieg was the Stuka dive bomber. Its powerful cannons could rip through any piece of armor, and the Stuka's telltale whistle as it dove towards its target became as powerful a psychological weapon as any of its explosive bombs. Goering and Hitler's success with the Stuka, however, would be short-lived. The Allied air forces would soon gain superiority of the skies.
But yeah, the main thing is just I'm kind of curious as to if it would, slow down so much if it was played on an emulator on a good computer. But, well, that's it for this mission, and that's it for the Let's Play. The rest of the videos will be presented in long-play formats, deaths and failures edited out and whatnot. So, thank you for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'm out of here.